All right, hey, what's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley back with you. Cannot wait to talk about the Steelers-Bills game. A little recap here. Wasn't able to do it late last night. The video brought to you by our great friends at Rosie's Corner, by the way. Pizza, pasta, hot and cold subs, and wings. And when you're around Central New York today, stop by right off the Bartell Road exit in Brewerton. It's Meatloaf Monday. Unbelievable stuff. Gourmet food, homemade. Tomorrow's Turkey Slap Tuesday, Chicken and Biscuit Wednesday, and Fish Friday coming up with your mac and cheese or your fries and coleslaw. And then, of course, we are also presented by Empower Federal Credit Union and our great friends at Welch & Company Jewelers. Log on to welchjewelers.com and shop the showcase today. All right, let's get into this thing, Steelers-Bills. I'm going to kind of go right from the beginning, of the game and just kind of what's in here from a takeaway standpoint. I thought right off the get-go, both teams, from a defensive standpoint, really came to play. And I thought the game plans were unbelievable. First, on the Bills side of things, Leslie Frazier was pack blitzing. And what I mean by that is you didn't see a lot of linebackers behind the defensive line. He was kind of bringing everybody up, nudging everybody up, making sure that Tremaine Edmonds was kind of, part blitz, part backup when the ball was hiked to maybe cover somebody over the middle, a slot or someone else, or maybe, defend a draw play with Connor. And I just thought that was a brilliant game plan because going in, Big Ben Roethlisberger, part of the reason why he is very difficult to intercept is because the offensive game plan for the Pittsburgh Steelers, quick release to Juju Smith-Schuster, and more on in a minute, to Claypool and to others. When you look at this team of Deontay Johnson, quick screens, quick plays, quick reads, quick slants, the Bills started to really take that away. I thought the Steelers, in the meantime, really did a great job, too, of making sure that Josh Allen was really, really uncomfortable. Remember, they went into this game without Dupree. He's gone with the ACL, the terrific linebacker. They were going into this game without Joe Hayden, a big-time corner, to cover Stephon Diggs, who, again, more on him in a minute as well, who had a great game in the second half. But the Steelers went to take away Allen throwing on the run two guys in between traffic and motion. Finding a quick spot over the middle. Get to Allen, close him in. Do not allow him to throw on the run, which, by the way, is a Big Ben specialty over his Hall of Fame career, and that's why people are still one of the main reasons, including size and arm strength, why people are comparing Josh Allen to Big Ben. So I thought that was number one. The defenses were fantastic. As the game went on, no score in the first quarter. In the second quarter, you had a 9-7 lead going into halftime for the Buffalo Bills. And basically, you said to yourself, oh my gosh, after Josh Allen throws that interception, horrendous prayer throw, which he's still throwing those, but you know what? In the moment, you're like, damn it, you got to stop doing that, damn it. And I'm texting my buddies. I'm guilty of it too. I'm texting my cousin Kyle. I'm texting all my best guys. Got to stop throwing them. Got to stop. And then later on in the game, you know that this guy is going to be the other Josh Allen, and he's going to completely and utterly come through for you because he's proved it time and time again. But again, in this spot, you're pissed. You're like, what the fuck, buddy? Stop throwing these picks. Steelers go down and score. James Washington gets a 19-yarder from Ben Roethlisberger. Terrific dime there, 7-0. Okay. Tyler Bass kicks a field goal. You're like, all right, 142 left to go. Bills within 4 to get the ball to start the second half. How can they adjust? And there's the word. Adjustment. Now, hang on. Before we get to the second half, boom, Pittsburgh gets the ball back. Throw by Ben. Ridiculous pick by Taron Johnson. He was fantastic. I was about to say, don't call me Taron, but Taron. Taron Johnson, what a pick. Taron Johnson has been crucified this year for being horrible in the middle, can't guard anybody. Remember the Bills tried to go get Kyle Duggar in the draft, ended up going to the Patriots from Lenore Ryan. What a pick. And not only did he pick the ball and come clean across, he caught it and he was gone. Nobody was catching him. Juju, lineman, Big Ben, give me a break. Runs like an 8.4 40 anyway. What a spectacular pick. Unbelievable. So now momentum, right back over to the Buffalo Bills. And then the second half comes in, the word adjustment. And every single game in the NFL has basically it's one huge storyline, right? It's one huge takeaway, right? You listen to the talking heads and the water cooler stuff. Good Morning Football on a Monday. You listen to the ESPN guys. You listen to all the other shows, the podcasts, the talk shows, and Rich Eisen and Colin Cowherd. They all have their own, you know what I saw from this game? Boom. What's your one major takeaway? Boom. It's a common cliched question. But it's a good one because every game does have its own story. And in this particular game, I'll tell you what that storyline was for me. Coaching. This was the ultimate arrival game for the coaches. Now, I know we've talked a ton about Brian Daboll as an OC. We've talked a ton about Sean McDermott with the culture and building the team and rah-rah, blah-blah stuff in the locker room and keeping guys right to here every single week and the focus and the drive and the teamwork and lifting each other. Fine. Leslie Frazier on defense. Mentioned him a little bit earlier. But this was the ultimate game for me from an adjustment standpoint because they only had the lead because of a defensive takeaway. Brian Daboll goes balls to the wall with the offensive play calling. In the second half, he did what I thought was going to happen in the first half, or what could have happened in terms of the Bills taking control of the game using arguably the best wide receiver in the NFL. I know that Davante Adams is out there. I know DeAndre Hopkins is out there. And by the way, who remembers a Hail Murray? Anybody know? No? You could argue Stephon Diggs. I mean, this guy is a baller. I mean, he is absolutely making plays, shredding the secondary, but it was Brian Daboll's play calling, different little looks, split eye, 3 wide, decoy the tight end. Is it going to go to Beasley over the middle if the Steelers play a little bit of zone? No, it's going to go to Diggs, to Diggs, to Diggs, and to Diggs again. It was target after target, and Stephon Diggs was absolutely shredding the secondary of the Pittsburgh Steelers. That drive in the third quarter was a thing of beauty. 8 plays and 68 yards coming out here. 10:23 to go. They get a touchdown. Diggs with a 19-yard pass from Josh Allen. A terrific play. Gabe Davis gets a touchdown late in the third, or not late, just a few minutes later from Josh Allen on a spectacular throw by Josh Allen. Did anybody watch this? Like, did anybody really watch what he did? Slow it down, go rewatch the play. He backs up, and he does one of these little jobbers, bang, right like that, to which the defender's going, oh, that little movement, that little stuff. I mean, that's the Aaron Rodgers type stuff. That's Aaron Rodgers backdoor, one of these jobbers where the corner has to move. It's almost like you get the ball in the post in basketball. You turn, you go up, and then you go under, and you lay it in, or you dunk if, you're not Mike Lindsley. The thing that's unbelievable is Josh Allen, all these little things that the Premier League quarterbacks are doing the last couple years that he didn't do, whether it's the coaching, it's the weapons, it's probably a little bit of all of that, but then the 50% part, which is the QB, them doing the right things, them practicing, them listening, them working, them being focused, them working on the game, them knowing the playbook, them leading the receivers, tight ends, and running backs with the football. Josh Allen is doing those things. That little boop, that little shoulder thing, that little movement, like, oh, here it comes. Oh, no, oh, when's it coming? And then all of a sudden the turnaround and just a missile. I mean, a freaking missile. And when that ball went into the hands of Gabe Davis, I looked down at my hands and watched the game on my phone, and I said, holy shit. That was a John Elway laser. And they said the same thing today on Good Morning Football. Unbelievable play by Josh Allen. And then Juju Smith-Schuster, the 3-yard pass in the fourth quarter, 12:18 to go. Tyler Bass with a field goal, though, up 8, 26-15 game. Set match. The Bills move on to 10-3. They head right into a possible chance here to lock up the second seed. If the Browns beat the Ravens tonight, the Bills clinch the playoffs. To me, the word in this game was adjustment. Adjustment. You're only up 2 at the half. You're not getting anything going offensively. It's a defensive game. Both defenses came to play with the right game plans, and the Bills came out firing and attacking and adjusting. Unbelievable stuff. Both offense, defense, and then a little bit of special teams as well. The Bills get it done 26-15. What a win for the Buffalo Bills. This is now the statement win of the AFC. Is that what the national people are going to say? Well, they didn't have a statement win before. They only beat the Dolphins. They beat the Rams. No statement win. Steelers beating one of the AFC teams at the top. Pretty awesome win for the Buffalo Bills. I'm Mike Lindsley. Video here brought to you by Brian Conboy of Mass Mutual New York State. Hit me on Twitter at Mike L Sports. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.